Musical life and background. All right, so I come from a pretty musical family, so definitely music was in the house when I was growing up. But really, I started writing when I was super young. We had like a personal family tragedy, and I really didn't know where to put that emotion. And like my mom was giving me piano lessons at the time, and so I kind of like found my way into songwriting that way, just like expression and in words has never been my strong suit. So when I found out that music was an outlet to doing that and that I really connected with it, that's like exactly what I sat with, felt right, and just went with for the rest of my life. So I've been songwriting for so many years now. Oh my God, like 10 years, and I'm only 21, so like half my life. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. But yeah, my mom got into Juilliard for piano. She didn't go because she was like, I don't know, I think I want to, if I'm a musician, I won't like have a family. So I wish she chased her dream, but I guess her not chasing her dream really allowed me to chase mine, which is like a double-edged sword, but I'm really grateful. I have super supportive parents in regards to my music. So, and my dad plays guitar, so they get it. But yeah. Yeah, Savory Set. Ooh, yes. So Savory Set, I wrote with Travis Hiedleman, who is my producer, partner in crime in music, co-writing buddy, and go-to for when I do anything musical these days. And he was the one who originated the concept of Savory Set, and it really, really sat well with me. I loved it when he was like, I have this idea, and I was like, oh my gosh, I totally relate to that. I totally feel that. And the concept of the song essentially is you have this person in your life that is toxic, you've been in a relationship, you've been out of one, you've gotten back together, and each time, no matter what happens, you just keep wanting to go back for more. There's really no way to stay away from each other, even though you know that it's not going to work out. But you still feel like in the end, you might be meant to be together in a future where you've worked on yourselves separately, and then there will be a time when it could possibly, everything will align and work out. But it's like you have one chance to do that. So Savory Set is all about that concept of having one more chance. It's all or nothing. It's make it or break it. And you are saving that reset button where you just press it and go back to the start of a new relationship, forgetting everything and just trying again for the last time. And that's the time it finally works. So that's Savory Set, and it's super cool. It's like a video game. That's why you hear all the cool like little video game like nods to that concept of like Super Mario Bros. Type like sounds, and definitely drew inspiration from that. And by inspiration, I mean we definitely like exactly listened to it and tried to make our own. So it was really cool. We loved working with that concept and like combining those two worlds together. Musical inspirations. I definitely grew up listening to, of course, a lot of classic rock and like Elton John and Billy Joel and all what my parents would listen to and had me listen to. I was never really listening to anything else that kids my age were listening to, just because I think I was out of touch with what was going on around me in the music industry of my age. So whatever they had, I had. And that's, I think, where like the majority of my artistry formed, was like really like taking from the piano ballads of Billy Joel, but that fun spunk that Elton John had, and combining those, but like having all of the angst and everything that you heard in like Bon Jovi's music, for example. So I kind of had this like gigantic menagerie. I don't even know if that's the right word to use, but definitely gigantic collaborations of all these different genres and artists of that time like coming together. And then as I kind of matured, I started to feel a little bit of like, I love my piano ballads, but I want to like package it in a way that is still super meaningful, but also able to be like produced and output into the world of like what's being consumed today. So I definitely like shifted my sound a little bit like to find that happy medium of like what I really like to make, but then making it in a way that other people like really want to listen to, because as much as I love to cry about my feelings all the time, I know that not everyone might want to listen to that. So I found like really fun, upbeat, and like kind of just like badass ways of like configuring it into a form of music that can be like enjoyable for any type of situation. So for people my age and for people younger, I would give the same advice, which is really the same thing. It sounds like so old by now, like the whole it's okay not to be okay. But I really had a period of 3 months where I was like lying in bed watching Netflix with like a bucket of popcorn on my stomach, just being like, I'm not doing music right now. And when I felt those random moments of inspiration and motivation come, like I grabbed them. So like I would be like really inspired from watching like a TED Talk, and I'd just be like, you know what, I'm just gonna get up and sit at my desk and do something. And it doesn't have to be good, and I can throw it away in the morning, but it's something that keeps me going and keeps that like artistic hunger satisfied. So I think my advice is just like listen to how you feel. And if other people are going and doing music or doing whatever it is that they do and you're not, then that's okay, because the world is changing and we're all doing different things right now. We're all completely adjusting to like this new pace of life, and it's okay that not everyone's on the same page yet. So like you doing your own thing, there's definitely other people that are in the exact same spot as you, and it's definitely okay to keep doing that. When the time's right, the time will come. How's it look? This is the only reason I'll use it, is to now I love it. I love it because it's like nothing I've seen before, and honestly, I'm recording every day, and so to have a cable that's super reliable, that won't kink, that looks like at least several feet, that can hide behind my desk, and then also looks super nice on stage and like wrapped around a mic, like going up there, that's like super important to me too, because music isn't just about the sound, it's about the looks. Hopefully one is more important than the other, but these days I don't know. But no, it looks great and it feels great. Oof. Well, I always love to shout out my mom because she's just my queen. She's my inspiration. And of course my boyfriend, my dad. Those are like my go-getters in life. They totally support me and everything. So shout out Mom, Dad, and Miguel. Well, so what I recorded today with you guys, did that little video Savory Set, is actually gonna be on an album that I'm coming out with by the end of this year. It was supposed to be kind of releasing around now, but then coronavirus, so that didn't happen. But we have like, I think 90% of the tracks, and then we're just like, we have the photos for like, we did a shoot like a year ago for the album art, and I'm so excited. This is like my dream come true. I did it all with Travis and one other producer named Andrew, and I've been wanting to do this album for my whole life. Like, it's the album of my dreams, and I'm so excited to be doing it. So keep your eye out for a Sammi Jordan album. Woo! Thank you, Consci Music, for having me today. I love doing this interview and like reconnecting with my high school friend. Yeah, and it's been so great. I love what you're doing with the cables, and I think that it's so important to have people like you in the music industry supporting artists and also innovating. So I'm really happy to have been here, and I would love to do it again sometime.